And now let's cross to Jean-Christophe Dumont, who is from the OECD. Jean-Christophe, what exactly is the problem here? Is it the legal system? Is it the asylum system? What is causing all the problems?
Well, I think that the asylum system in Europe was fit for a context where the flows would be, in tens of thousands, not in hundreds of thousands, if not millions. So the crisis in 2015 and 16 has been a stress test to that system, and it's fair to say that the system partly failed. So now what is at stake is really both to reform part of the asylum policies, and on that there is some kind of agreement between EU countries in terms of a recognition directive and the qualification directive, but also find a mechanism to better share the burden between EU countries, and this is where the challenge is.
Exactly. And do you see that happening? Because we're really seeing such a hard-line approach from some of these EU countries and also in the US. I mean, do you see that happening?
Well, what is clear is that we don't face such a crisis now. I mean, the number of asylum applications in 2016 was 1.6 million for the OECD as a whole. It went down to 1.2 million. And now the EU only accounts for half of that. Actually, asylum applications have been growing much more rapidly in the US, plus 26% in 2017. And also in Canada, where the number of asylum applications has doubled in 2017. I think it's fair to say that we are no more facing a migration crisis in Europe, but yet people fully understand that the structural causes, the root causes, as people say, for this migration are still there, and these flows could resume more or less any time. So it's not the urgency, it's not a crisis, but there is certainly a real need to find a structural solution to a problem that will remain for Europe in the years and maybe decades to come.
You almost seem to agree there with the French president, who said it's not a migration crisis anymore, it's a political crisis. But I just want to ask you very quickly, what do you expect and what would you like to see come out of this meeting today in Brussels?
Well, 2 points really. One is that obviously there is a recognition that no country alone can deal with such an issue, and it's really necessary that EU countries come together at least on a minimal package. I mean, working out of that council without any takeaway would be problematic. So really hope that something will be agreed on a large, for the EU as a whole. But the second point, which is very important, is that dealing with such an issue necessitates a comprehensive solution. It's not only about border control, meaning that you have also to deal with the structural causes within destination country. You need to have legal pathways for employers to recruit the people that they need. You need to have legal pathways for people in need of protection, maybe through resettlement program run by UNHCR for people who are in need of protection. And you need to fight against illegal employment of foreign workers, because in many OECD countries there is a demand for workers that cannot be met through legal channels. So it's really that comprehensive package that needs to be found.
Jean-Christophe Dumont, head of the International Migration Division at the OECD, thank you very much for speaking to us on TRT World.